$127,045 US dollars. That's the average income per capita for citizens of the nation of Luxembourg, the richest citizens in the world. Moin man nuim as Josh. Okay, I butchered that for sure. But what I said was, hello, my name is Josh in Luxembourgish. Yeah, they have their own whole language. I mean, Belgium doesn't even have its own language. So I'm trying to eventually visit every country in the world. And I was on a Europe trip, so I figured now is as good a time as any to visit Luxembourg. I admit it, I went to Luxembourg with a little bit of a check it off the list mentality. But can you blame me? It's like this tiny little country in between Germany and France. No one really talks about it, it's not really famous. And you know what, I think the people there make enough money that they don't really care if you think about them or not. I tried the food, I did the famous activities, I went to the holiday markets, and I had a souvenir shop call the police on me. Wilt dir mat mir verlassen ma? I've decided I'm not going to tell you what these phrases mean. Why did I just go southern? It'll be a secret code between me and all you out there who speak Luxembourgish. In large part, the culinary influences here come from their neighbors, but if you do some digging, you can find some options for some great restaurants in town. You can eat things like Bonschloop or Wanschnutz wat Mutterstutz. I went the more German route and instead had some amazing meals at the holiday markets, which during the holiday season are in every square of Luxembourg City. I think, broadly speaking, Luxembourg's traditional food scene is very meat and potatoes. As such, if you are going to Luxembourg, chances are good that you're probably not going there for their food scene, but if you are, you can try restaurants such as Am Tierchen or Restaurant Dirfken. The Bach casemates are basically a military fortification. The city is in 2 levels and the upper level is protected from potential military attacks below in a really interesting way, through a series of underground structures and catacombs. These days, military attacks happen to be pretty rare, so you can tour them as a tourist. There is a guided tour that you can take, but I just went on my own. It's pretty simple, but it does provide gorgeous views overlooking different parts of the city. I mean, I was enamored with it, and I went on like a cold, dreary winter day. I mean, I was imagining how beautiful that it would look in spring or autumn. I mean, summertime even, really, any other time. Stunning. You'll probably only spend about an hour or so here. It's pretty simple, but it's well worth the €8. Dance break.
Break's over!
Wie wir et mom kus und Grundquartier? Grund is an easy one to translate. It means ground, and it's the neighborhood located below all the hubbub on the upper level. It's sort of more of an artsy district. It's still very beautiful despite its name, but it has kind of an edgy vibe. It sort of feels like a Brooklyn versus Manhattan situation. I walked down there, but it was a long way down, so I was very grateful when I was finished that they do have an elevator that you can take to go back up through the cliff. It is absolutely an area that's worth exploring. They have amazing nightlife down there, and there's even a Michelin-starred pasta restaurant called Mosconi. Für what ruft de police op de McMutter? So like I said, they got money. If you happen to also have money, you will be thrilled to learn that there are luxury shops on luxury shops in Luxembourg City. This is probably the biggest manifestation of the wealth of the average citizen that you're gonna notice when you're there. I bought exactly 0 things from these stores and probably never will in my life, but I happen to know that people with money also watch YouTube videos. And if that's you, I got you. And if you aren't rich, like me, you can buy souvenirs. Story time. Okay, I don't have video to go along with this, and you'll see exactly why that is in just a second, so bear with me. I went to a souvenir shop. It's probably the closest one to the Bach casemates, so if you do happen to go there, you will probably walk past it. I was, looking around as you do. They had some really cute things, and I do happen to be a sucker for souvenirs sometimes. I know, but I can't help it. I had something else that I was planning to buy, but I saw these really cute bear-shaped vodka bottles. So I pull out my phone to start filming it so that I can show it to you, the person watching this video. No. Bad idea. Immediately, the shopkeeper, a woman probably in her 50s, runs up behind me and starts shouting that filming is not allowed in her shop and that she is calling the police. I just stared at her, and when she demanded that I delete the video, it was fine. I did it. But even then, she still ran behind the register and started acting like she was gonna call the cops. So, I did what any guilty person would do. I left, which is actually a shame because I was gonna buy something from that shop. And now look at me. No souvenirs. Nothing to take away from Luxembourg except for my obvious mastery of the Luxembourgish language. To be honest, the odds were against Luxembourg from the very start. I was only there for one day and it was a cold, windy, cloudy, wet, rainy December day. I love food, and they're not really a place that's known for their food. And I was threatened by a shopkeeper for taking video, and yet I was totally and completely charmed by Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. I really was. I'm not just saying that. The holiday markets were the best ones that I visited in all of Europe, and yeah, that even includes the ones I went to in Germany. It's just a beautiful city. It's honestly one of those places that doesn't really require much except for a walk around the town as you recognize how beautiful it is. It's original, they sell postcards with the faces of the royal family on it. I kind of regret not buying the whole collection. Yeah, this first visit might have started as a check off of a list, but the next time I visit, it won't be. Pro tip, visit Luxembourg. Make it a day trip out from Paris or Amsterdam. Add it to your list. Geen einfach nicht und des souvenirs pris sont gehit.